Welcome to Xuviate Business Agility Daily, where we help leaders reimagine how work gets done. Today, I want to give you a very brief overview over STATIK, the systems thinking approach to implementing Kanban. STATIK was devised by David Anderson as the main approach to introducing Kanban in organizations, and Mike Burrows from Agenda Shift once called STATIK Kanban's hidden gem. I will not do justice to STATIK in a 3-minute video, but it is such a powerful tool when designing and reviewing your Kanban system that I hope I can at least pique your interest. The systems thinking approach to implementing Kanban, or STATIK. It is a process with 7 steps numbered from 0 to 6. Number 0 is first of all to understand the purpose of the system, and that is specifically, who are we, what do we do, for whom do we do it, and why do we do it? Then we need to understand the sources of dissatisfaction, which means what is currently wrong with the system or the services we are delivering, because that is what our system needs to solve. The next one is analyzing the demand and our capability. And here I've given you an example, for example, 2 work item types. Who is bringing them in? For whom are they going to be delivered? And then also, what's the arrival rate? What's our current capacity? And a few other things. As next, we need to model the knowledge discovery process. And I often also call it mapping the workflow. Again, the example of those 2 services. And one thing that's very important, you need to map the process as it currently is, not as you want it to be. It's in line with Kanban. Start with where you are now. Then we need to discover classes of service. This tends to be difficult for many, and a good starting point in general is to have an expedite, a fixed date, a standard, and an intangible. Designing your Kanban system. Kanban is not only a board, but it has also got the cards and tickets. And then the third thing that is quite important are the cadences or the meetings, that you're really looking at them and saying, what are the things I need to do at this moment? And as I once more said, don't over design it, but just design it. And the last thing is rolling out. And here you need to socialize and negotiate and really bring it to the point where people are buying in. And from there onwards, it's rinse and repeat. There is also a way of using STATIK in the other way around to review systems, but that would be going too far for today's video. So to summarize today's video, STATIK is a repeatable way to map and review your Kanban system. I personally have found that it tends to be quite overwhelming to people who start with their first Kanban implementation, and here it is probably better to use STATIK only later as a tool to review. But if you are already relatively comfortable with Kanban, it is one of the best tools to create a solid Kanban and especially Kanban service delivery system from the word go.